Part 1. The Clash Between Draymond Green and Karl-Anthony Towns. A story of personal struggles and professional rivalry. The NBA is no stranger to feuds, rivalries, and heated exchanges, whether they be on the court or in the form of verbal jabs. It's an environment where emotions often run high, and tensions between players can bubble over. The most recent exchange that caught the attention of fans and analysts alike came between New York Knicks star Karl-Anthony Towns and Golden State Warriors veteran Draymond Green. It all started when Green made an inflammatory statement regarding Towns' absence from a game between the Knicks and Warriors in early March 2025. Following a loss to the Knicks, Green, speaking on his web series, accused Towns of avoiding a reunion with former Minnesota Timberwolves teammate Jimmy Butler by skipping the game. Green's remarks stirred up a firestorm, with many fans and analysts questioning his decision to publicly criticize Towns without knowing the full circumstances behind his absence. However, the reality was far more personal and heartbreaking than Green could have imagined. Karl-Anthony Towns had been absent from the Knicks lineup due to personal reasons, and the truth soon came to light. Towns was on bereavement leave after the loss of a close friend of his girlfriend, Jordan Woods. The friend, Sarah Holtzman, had tragically passed away, leaving behind twin sons who had been present at the Knicks' Friday game against the Los Angeles Clippers. For Towns, this loss was an emotional blow, and the circumstances were anything but convenient for him, especially as Green continued to stoke the fire with his public accusations. In response to Green's comments, Towns chose to take the high road. Instead of engaging in the verbal back and forth that many expected, he chose to approach the situation with grace, stating, "I choose to approach that with love and not hate. That's all I really care about. I hope no one has to go through what I went through and those kids, and what those kids had to go through. Losing a parent is tough." This statement resonated deeply with fans, who admired Towns for rising above the drama and choosing empathy over animosity. Green, on the other hand, found himself in the uncomfortable position of having to backtrack. Initially, he had accused Towns of ducking a reunion with Butler, but once the real reason for Towns' absence was revealed, Green was forced to walk back his comments. He did, in fact, offer condolences to Towns and his family, but he stopped short of directly apologizing for his earlier statement. This left a bitter taste in the mouths of many, who felt that Green had acted irresponsibly and without a full understanding of the situation. The animosity between Green and Towns was not something new. Over the years, the two players have been involved in multiple skirmishes, both on and off the court. Green is known for his fiery personality and unrelenting trash talk, often using his words to get into the heads of his opponents. Towns, on the other hand, is known for being more reserved, though he's not shy about standing up for himself when necessary. This latest incident only served to reignite the simmering tension between the two, but it also raised questions about the role that personal lives play in the professional basketball world. For Green, this incident highlights his tendency to speak before fully understanding the context. His reputation as a no-nonsense player who will call out anyone, regardless of their status or the situation, is well known throughout the league. However, this time, his words had a tangible impact on someone who was grieving a personal loss. Towns' response to Green's accusations was a stark reminder that the men behind the jerseys are more than just athletes. They are human beings with real emotions and personal lives. And for Towns, the loss of someone close to him overshadowed any rivalry or animosity with Green. On the Knicks side, head coach Tom Thibodeau found himself in the middle of the situation, though not directly involved in the exchange between Green and Towns. Thibodeau had previously coached both Towns and Butler during their time together with the Minnesota Timberwolves, so he was well aware of the dynamics between the two players. Despite the public clash, Thibodeau expressed his admiration for both players, saying, "Jimmy's a terrific player. KT's a terrific player. They're both competitors. So that's what that is. I don't pay attention to stuff like the Green situation. People don't know. Unless you're here, you don't know. I know who KT is as a person. I know the circumstances, and KT's terrific, a great competitor. I'm glad we have KT." This statement from Thibodeau speaks to the importance of perspective in professional sports. While fans and pundits often get caught up in the drama and rivalry, Coaches and teammates understand the value of respecting their players' personal struggles and appreciating their contributions to the team. For Thibodeau, Towns' worth goes far beyond any public altercations or misunderstandings. He sees the player for what he truly is, a competitor with a strong character and a crucial piece of the Knicks' success. As the Knicks continued their Western road trip, they had to find a way to rally around Towns during this challenging time. The Knicks, with a 40-23 record, were firmly entrenched in the playoff hunt, and they needed their star center to perform at the highest level. Towns' absence in their game against the Golden State Warriors was felt, but it was clear that the Knicks, as a team, were more concerned about his well-being than any potential rivalry with Green. The Knicks' locker room is known for its strong chemistry, and this moment only strengthened their resolve to support one another, both in times of triumph and adversity. Part 2. The struggles of Karl-Anthony Towns and the importance of team support. Karl-Anthony Towns' career has been one marked by both incredible individual accomplishments and moments of deep personal hardship. Towns, a former #1 overall pick in the 2015 NBA Draft, quickly established himself as one of the most skilled and versatile big men in the NBA. Known for his unique blend of size, skill, and basketball IQ, Towns is widely regarded as one of the most talented players in the league today. However, his journey to this point has not been without its challenges. Throughout his career, Towns has faced a number of obstacles, both on and off the court. On the court, he has had to endure the growing pains of a young team, first with the Minnesota Timberwolves and later with the New York Knicks. While Towns has put up remarkable statistics throughout his career, including multiple All-Star appearances, his teams have not always experienced the level of success that his individual play would suggest. This has led to frustration and doubt, both from fans and analysts, who have questioned whether Towns can lead a team to championship contention. Off the court, Towns has faced personal tragedies that have only made his journey more difficult. Perhaps the most devastating moment in Towns' life came in 2020, when his mother, Jacqueline Cruz, passed away due to complications from COVID-19. The loss of his mother was a deeply emotional and traumatic experience for Towns, and it has been clear that he has carried the weight of that grief with him throughout his career. Towns has spoken openly about the toll that his mother's death has had on him, and it has undoubtedly shaped his perspective on life and basketball. Despite this, Towns has continued to play at an elite level, using the game as both an outlet and a way to honor his mother's memory. The death of his girlfriend's close friend, Sarah Holtzman, only added to the emotional burden that Towns was carrying. Bereavement leave is a difficult decision for any player, but for Towns, it was a reminder that there are more important things than basketball. In this moment, Towns chose to put his personal life first, and his absence from the Knicks game against the Warriors was a reflection of his need to grieve and process the loss. In a league that often prioritizes winning at all costs, the support that Towns received from his teammates, coaches, and fans was crucial. While Draymond Green's comments may have added unnecessary tension, the overall response from the NBA community was one of empathy and understanding. Towns' decision to take a step back and process his grief in a healthy way was respected by many, and the Knicks, as a team, rallied around him. For head coach Tom Thibodeau, the priority was clear. Towns was a valuable player and an even more valuable person, and the Knicks would support him in whatever way necessary. The NBA has seen its share of personal tragedies, from the passing of Kobe Bryant to the health struggles of players like Chris Bosh and DeMar DeRozan. These events have highlighted the importance of mental health and emotional well-being in professional sports. For Towns, his ability to continue playing at a high level while managing his personal grief is a testament to his resilience. But it also underscores the importance of having a supportive team environment, a place where players can rely on their coaches, teammates, and families to help them navigate the challenges that come with both life and basketball. As the Knicks continue their season, they will undoubtedly face more challenges, both on and off the court. But with players like Towns, who embody strength, resilience, and humility, the team is in a strong position to weather any storm. In the midst of adversity, the Knicks have shown that their bond is unbreakable, and that their collective support for one another is what truly makes them a team. Part 3. Looking ahead for the Knicks, the road to the playoffs and beyond. The New York Knicks have made significant strides this season, establishing themselves as one of the top teams in the Eastern Conference. With a 40-23 record as of March 2025, they are firmly in the playoff picture and are looking to make a deep run in the postseason. However, with just over a month left in the regular season, the Knicks must navigate a challenging schedule and continue to play at a high level if they are to secure home court advantage in the playoffs. For Karl-Anthony Towns, the road ahead will be filled with both personal and professional challenges. His absence from the Knicks game against the Golden State Warriors was a reminder of the emotional toll that can come with being a professional athlete, but it also highlighted the importance of mental health and support within the locker room. As Towns continues to grieve and process his loss, the Knicks must rally around him and ensure that he is able to focus on his game when he returns to the court. Towns' ability to bounce back from personal tragedies and professional disappointments will be key to the Knicks' success in the postseason. The team will rely on his scoring, rebounding, and leadership, and they will need him to be at his best as they face some of the league's top teams in the coming weeks. With players like Julius Randle, Jalen Brunson, and R.J. Barrett stepping up to fill the void left by Towns' absence, the Knicks' depth will be tested in the final stretch of the season. As the Knicks prepare for their playoff run, they will have to stay focused on their ultimate goal, winning a championship. The addition of Towns has given them a powerful inside presence, and his ability to stretch the floor and score in a variety of ways makes him a matchup nightmare for opposing teams. The Knicks will need to continue to build chemistry and stay healthy as they enter the most important part of their season. Looking ahead, the Knicks' playoff prospects look promising, but they will have to navigate the challenges of facing elite teams like the Boston Celtics, Milwaukee Bucks, and Philadelphia 76ers. With a strong mix of veteran leadership, dynamic young talent, and a solid team-oriented approach, the Knicks are well positioned to make a deep run in the postseason. However, their success will depend on how they handle adversity, support one another, and rise to the occasion when the stakes are highest. For Karl-Anthony Towns, this season represents an opportunity to prove that he is not just a great player, but also a great leader who can overcome the most difficult of circumstances. The Knicks, as a team, have shown that they are united in their pursuit of a championship, and with Towns in the mix, they have the tools necessary to make a legitimate push for the title. The journey ahead will be filled with challenges, but with a strong and supportive locker room, the Knicks are ready to take on whatever comes their way.